So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And Shark calls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give to Taylor. Takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kyzir White. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Lance again. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st down, Lance. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Lance now on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Lance looks to throw again. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll go for it. Lance. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Merritt flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
He tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense.
Shotgun now for Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. throwing on first down. Merritt. Open man right side is Shark. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Merritt. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This is Hines. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Lance. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, Merritt. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. He'll check this down to Hines. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Looking to throw. Merritt gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
That 46, boys, 46.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Push him back. 58.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Yellow, go. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Here I come.
From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Play action now. Mariota. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Check, check. Fresno. Red, yellow.
On play action, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And leads down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Lance now on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Lance to throw it.
4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. on the handoff. This is Mostert. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Blankenship out for the point after.